Yes, welcome to another episode of the podcast. My name is Safu, and today I want to touch on the Ghana Japan game. And first of all, speedy recovery to Francis Abu. That was one of the most horrific injuries I have. You know, you see injuries in football, and this is like the scariest one. I remember one in Andre Gomez when he was in Everton. You don't like those injuries. There are those injuries you watch and you cringe so hard. And unfortunately, Francis Abu had to go through that. And these are the risks that comes with football, and that's why sometimes we need to think of footballers as human beings. They put their body on the line, and speedy recovery to him, and hopefully he gets back in shape before we head for the World Cup. Back to the game, and this is what I would want to say about the Black Stars of Ghana. I mean, I know we say it's a preparatory game. We don't have to think much about it. Our players were missing, but this is the gospel truth I will tell everyone. If Ghana's players who were supposedly missing, which is the Kudus, which is the Jordan, which is Fatah Isagu, which is Inaki Williams, bar Thomas Partey, I think if any of these players were in the game, we would still have lost. Again, I have said in past episodes, the difference between Ghana qualifying for the World Cup and Ghana not being able to qualify for the World Cup is the absence of Thomas Partey. We do not have enough progressive midfielders to help in anything. If Kudus had a creativity to his game, then you could say that a team takes. But whenever Kudus played for all of Ghana's African Cup qualification matches, and we still couldn't qualify. I think Ghana as a country, we've gotten to a point whereby we do not take friendly seriously, which is sad because this was one of the best ways to get to know the team. I mean, at least Kudus is injured, so you could make an excuse for it. But then you'd ask yourself, if this was a World Cup match, players would have still shown up. But the thing is, Ghana as a country have stopped taking qualifiers seriously. And that is part of the reason why we have a very terrible FIFA ranking. People have forgotten that these qualifiers, these friendlies, these things, they are what put a country on a very good pedestal when it comes to FIFA rankings. And we are yet to have another FIFA rankings. And this is the kind of performances we are churning in. And it's horrible. I don't even blame new players because the whole unit itself, the whole system, the Otuado's system he wants to play, and again, I keep on saying his best system we ever saw was against South Korea. He's just not having the right players to play that system. And so you can't even blame a Brandon Thomas Asante or Antoine Semenyo, or you cannot blame any new player he brings in because the type of football Otto wants to play, Otto wants to build from the back, play possessive ball, hold on to the ball for long, and then if you think I'm lying, go check the second goal against South Korea. Again, that is the highest of high Otuado stylists. But look at the players we have. For a manager who likes playing this possessive style of football, the kind of players he used to implement this football stinks because he has this high dependence on conservative midfielders. That's why he loves Elisha Owusu. Francis Abu is good. Sibu, these kind of players they're just midfielders who are an Antonian, and they are not your Michael Essien or your Stephen Appias. They are not your 8 or your 10s. They are rigid 6. You cannot play triple sixes and expect results. So, I mean, for the type of football we want to play, these are the results you should get in. And honestly, I'll be very honest with Ghanaians. Like, I am one of the most hopeful Black Stars fan you would ever meet. But then, honestly, I think we really should cut down on our expectations for the World Cup. And it's not being premature. It's about look around. Look at your GFA executive. Look at Randy Abbey, and this is. It's like we are getting comfortable in mediocrity. Because Randy Abbey says, in 2014 we go to the AFCON and we did well. Like, you get those kind of things. 2022 was not that bad. Like, we are getting comfortable with mediocrity, and I think that is going to be our portion. Because add all your best players. In fact, go call your Eddie Nketiah, go call your Callum Hudson-Odoi. I don't think this team would change in any way. I mean, yeah, we won against Central African Republic 5-0. That it's an inconsistency thing. And again, your best bet for me, the person who makes this tick, is Thomas Partey. I know he's been criticized a lot for not giving his output every time he's with the national team, but then I think he's the best bet, and that's why the miss of someone like Kofi Tre, because he would give you that 8th thing you want, and that's why he stood out to us at past AFCON. Most of the midfielders you are bringing in do not give us that, and that's why Semenyo will be toothless. Caleb Yoenchi would cost so good. Caleb Yoenchi is someone who should be developed into that position, but then, because in the second half you could see the boys still giving that output, but then so that is solved. I think we are going to always be this team and this afterthought, and all the best to all of us who still put our hearts in the Black Stars. I mean, we live or die by the Black Stars, don't we? Bye.